So we're going to go straight ahead to Garda Focus. We should have Hilda Maloney on the line. Hilda, are you there? We can hear you loud and clear.
Are you there?
So
How are you?
We're very good. We're glad to have you with us. So just to get started, what's going on out there with regards law and order in the county? Is there anything that we should be and our listeners should be particularly aware of on this January morning?
Just in East Clare, luckily enough, we've had very little over the last number of weeks, crime-wise. That's probably people are just being more vigilant and ringing us in if they see anything suspicious or anything like that. So we just like to thank members of the public just for giving us the heads up. And prevention is better than cure, as they say. Mm-hmm. That if they see anything suspicious, to give us a shout at any stage.
Yeah, and is there something to be said about the road conditions this morning? We even noted at the top of the show that coming in here, very icy conditions, so it probably worth people keeping their eyes on that.
Yeah, this morning just road conditions are very poor. Mm-hmm. So we have been talking to the council just to maybe re-grit the roads and hopefully they'll start to thaw out shortly, but I'd say just people not to make any unnecessary journeys this morning if at all possible. It's really in the rural areas, the roads are very bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so an eye on road safety and caution if out walking. Hilda, you want to talk to us a little bit about farm safety and some of the precautions that people should be taking in the farming sector at this time of year, yes?
Yeah, absolutely. I suppose it is a hot topic. I suppose we always talk about your homes and stuff like that, maybe, and we don't look at the farm safety side of things. But this morning, that's what we'd like to concentrate on. And I just have a few tips here for people, farmers and stuff like that. If at all possible, restrict access to your yard. Install and lock gates. Ensure that your yard is well lit up. Take pictures of your machinery with their unique ID features and their serial number. That would be really important to us for if something, God forbid, is taken, that we would be able to identify it afterwards.
Is there
if we happen to come across it.
Hilda, is there a particular risk or threat of threats from farms at this time of year?
Possibly, it's just the darkness, I suppose. Just the hours of darkness are longer, so people have more opportunity to go into farmyards and not be seen. And I suppose it is a quieter time for farmers and stuff like that. Although I suppose we are coming up to calving season, so the farmyards possibly will be busier at night. Mm-hmm. But just, I suppose, to take precaution really is all we're saying. That you might think you're up in the middle of nowhere. But unfortunately, thieves will take their opportunity wherever they can.
Yeah. Have there been any notable examples of that sort of thing as of recently?
Not recently, thank God. Not recently, but we just like to make people aware of it, really, that's all. So it is just with the long winter evenings that are out there, and just to make aware that we have a community policing unit there that are able to get the marking machine, a property marking machine. And I know that we've had great success in the past there with people marking trailers, marking their different machinery and stuff like that with a unique identifier. And it does prevent, I suppose, these items being sold on and stuff like that, whether they put in down their air code or whatever they want to put down as a unique identifier, that they'd be able to identify their own property. And if anyone wants that facility, or just to keep an eye out on our Facebook page, because we do hold them regularly, these property marking days, or to contact the station and look for the community policing unit. And they would be able to facilitate it at some stage, or contact you if you wish to get your property marked.
Hilda, this is Anthony here in the studio with Stephen. Just wondering, when you mentioned the trailers and things that get taken like that, do they end up every which way or place in the country, or where do they go? Or are there any routes they go, or up north, or where?
I know that over the summer there was a few taken, and they were located in and around Limerick. So they were, but they can end up anywhere. They can end up anywhere, and they can be sold on to someone unsuspecting that probably thinks that they're getting a genuine good deal, and end up with a trailer that has been stolen in the other part of the country. So it does.
Yeah.
Do you know? So I couldn't say for sure. because once they're gone, sometimes it is very difficult for
they
us
get
to look
sold
into.
on. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Tricky.
Do you know?
Hilda,
So,
going back to the situation of the roads this morning, there's been a lot of reporting recently about speeding and similar issues on Clare roads. There's some new speed cameras coming in across the county, correct?
no, I couldn't answer that question.
Okay.
I haven't heard. So,
But
apologies.
but it's important to note, especially at this time of year, that speeding is
This time of
something
the year,
to
the speeding,
take extreme
and
caution for.
it's to extreme caution and all year round. And just to be aware, we have a roads policing unit that are active and that are out the whole time. So, if people could just please slow down on the roads,
Okay.
that would be, that's all I can say.
Is there anything else, particularly in January, that people should be of note of? Is there any type of crime or scams or anything like that are particularly prevalent in the new year?
Scams at the moment, there's always online scams, always people trying to sell maybe property on Facebook Market. You'll probably revolute these people your money, you will never see the property. So you will just, I suppose, buyer beware of the scams that are out there. Again, there is a scam going on at the moment where there are people ringing you saying that there's an issue with your broadband. And they're asking you to download this app, that app, and the next app. But they're only looking for it to take control over your phone.
Right.
And to probably drain your account of money, because a lot of us would have our 24-hour banking on our phones. Do you know? So just be aware that if there's someone ringing you about your broadband or anything that you have like that, they do have information and they do have your information.
Yeah.
However they're getting it.
Yeah, that would be an interesting question if there was somebody out there who was capable of looking into it. How do these scammers seem to be able to get a hold of people's information in that way?
I suppose a lot of it would be that they're buying the information from the likes of Facebook and these ones, and that just doesn't seem to be any control over it. So there doesn't. They're getting their information from maybe from online shops and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So so not that a lot of them are secure, but maybe some of them aren't, and that's where they're getting their information.
And a lot of people presumably won't be sort of tech savvy enough to sort of spot these sorts of things when they occur. Yeah. It's very easy to mistake a text message or a phone call as legitimate when it's not.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I've heard that
and
those.
Mimic.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, they're able to mimic phone numbers as well, which they had been doing there at one stage. Do you know?
Well, I've heard that a lot of these fake calls coming from English numbers are, well, they're hopeful. I think that they're going to be sorted in the new year. When I say they, some authoritative group I heard speaking on radio prior to Christmas, the ones that they don't come through seemingly Irish numbers anymore, but the English ones were
no, they're not
very
coming
prevalent,
through. They're coming through the UK, and then at one stage they were coming through Belgium. Another time, do you know, they change it up the whole time.
Yeah.
And I suppose we're playing catch up all the time, and there are really good lads looking at this cyber security all the time just to try and keep up with the scams that are happening.
Okay.
So
Hilda, if you don't have anything else to let us know or be aware of, I think we'll leave it there, if that's okay.
That's it for the moment. Lovely stuff. Listen,
right,
thank you, Stephen. Thank you, Anthony.
Hilda, thanks very much for coming on to talk to us.
Thanks very much.
Take care.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.